Shine Divine, my friend. Welcome to today's video where my purpose is to bring you encouraging and inspiring messages from the divine. I'm so grateful that you're here. Let's get started and see what messages the universe has in store for us today. To begin, I invite you to take a few calming, deep breaths to help you settle into the energy of the reading. I would encourage you to also invite your own guides to provide you with personal messages as we go about this reading. And just remember that wherever you're coming from, whatever is going on, it's going to be okay. You've got the divine and your angels and me on your side always. Okay, let's just do that to start, okay? Let's see. The first one out is imagine. And look at that imagery. So peaceful, serene, inspiring. Imagine. And next we have the tribe with some adorable giraffes. Okay, to begin right away, the feeling of this energy is a bit calmer, more relaxed. It's inviting you to open up your imagination to the world in which you want to live, the life in which you want to live, and allow yourself to relax into it, surrender into this time of being able to let your imagination run wild in what it is that you want. And for some of you, you are wanting to make a big change. You are wanting there to be this big aha moment, and Spirit is encouraging you right now to take the time to imagine how that moment would feel for you to receive it. Take the time to really visualize it, think it through, feel how you would feel waking up to this new life, to this new change. And in doing so, it will inspire you to take action to bring that into your life. Now with the tribe card, this is connecting you to that community of like-minded people that will be a part of this next big change for you, finding your place in the world where you fit best. And like I said, some of you are feeling that a little bit lost in that. You can struggle to even believe that there is even a place anywhere in this world for you. But the truth is, the world in and of itself is for you. The universe is for you. And you get to decide to imagine where you fit in it, because you do fit. Regardless of whatever's going on, you matter, and there is a place for you. You will find the tribe waiting for you. You will find that community of like-minded people. You will find that team of people to create the thing you're wanting to create, or you coming onto a team and helping bring something to fruition as well. For some of you, the tribe is a family. And again, Spirit is encouraging you to imagine that family that you are desiring, and allow yourself to be open to the idea that your wildest dreams can come to fruition. And ask the universe, tell the universe, like, show me how to find my tribe. Show me my tribe. Show me how to find my place in the world. And then surrender to it. Be open to the idea of the universe paving the way and guiding you through to show you where you're meant to be, what you're meant to be doing. Let's pull some more cards. Alright, so some of you are struggling with envy and indecision, meaning that when you go into this time of imagination, instead of focusing in on yourself, right, you kind of struggle to think about how there are other people who are already living the life that you're wanting. You're thinking about the people who already have the marriage, the kids, the job, the career, the fame, whatever it is that you have a desire for. You get kind of stuck in this envy, jealousy energy, which is only going to keep you stuck there instead of inspiring you to take action, to find your place. You're just stuck in this bubble of envy and jealousy. Now this says, I am the same as everybody with different challenges. And it's a reminder that even the people that you view as like having it all and having the things that you want, it wasn't necessarily easy for them to get there. And it also doesn't mean that they're perfectly happy in their little life. Now, some people probably are, right? But I think that on a whole, you're seeing just the highlight reel of someone's life, especially if what you're basing your idea of them and their life is on social media. That's usually only the highlight reel, right? So in that regard, it's important to try and tune out other people's lives and what other people are doing in those moments of imagining the life that you do want, so that you're not coming at it with this like jealousy energy, but instead you're coming at it from a surrender of being, I'm the same as everybody else, but with different challenges, and I'm only interested in changing my life. I mean, obviously it's important to care about other people. That's not what I'm saying, but when you're going about this, it's important to come at it with a sense of gratitude, right? Indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. I feel like for some of you, this indecision is you've done the imagining and there's so many things that you want in life, and that's an amazing place to be at. It really truly is, but sometimes it spreads our focus too thin, and we need to pick and choose for the time being. Pick one thing, focus more of your attention on that one thing. It doesn't mean that the other things won't come into your life. And in fact, sometimes it works better if you're not focusing so much attention on these other things. They'll find their way in regardless. So for some of you, it is more important during this time of imagining to focus more of your energy in one specific direction. It's not that you can't have it all, because you can, but for the time being, in order to find that place in the world that you're wanting to be, it does require you to focus a little bit more of your energy on a specific thing. Be very clear with what you're wanting. And if you are someone who maybe you don't have a clear idea of whatever it is that you're wanting, you just have that deep sense of I need change, but you don't know exactly what that change is, that's okay, and it's a beautiful place to be. And in that instance, it's important to use that time of imagining to help you figure out the things that you want and the things that you don't want. And the things that you don't want, you can speak immediately and say, I don't want whatever it is. I don't want anxiety. I don't want panic attacks. I don't want depression. I don't want a dead-end job. I don't want a job that I hate. And then when you do come across something that you do want, speak that into existence. But it will require you, again, for those of you that maybe you don't know exactly what you want, it will require you to take that intentional time to figure it out. Because if you don't know what you want, then the universe isn't, the universe is trying, maybe sending you a lot of different things, but they're not really the things that you want because you don't really know yet. There also isn't any harm in trying new things and seeking out new experiences to help you be more decisive. So we've got the world, a brilliant success, the freedom to go in any direction. So you've got this, you've got the energy of being able to move wherever you want. You don't have to stay stuck in the time before you allow yourself to imagine the life that you want. The star, look to the future with hope and optimism. The power of faith to move mountains. Happy changes that bring relief from challenging times. The universe has you. The divine has you. They're working to help bring about this change for you. But again, going back to these things that we need to be focusing on, we need to spend time dreaming our dreams and feeling inspired to take action from those, and sitting with how it will feel to bring about that change. And make sure you're doing so without this envy, this jealousy. Send gratitude towards people who have the life that you are envious of. Take some time to feel that gratitude, because that's going to help shift that energy as well. King of Autumn, be assertive when it comes to what you know is right. Everything going your way, a good person or company to work for. I also feel like the King of Autumn energy is very much about taking action, knowing that the inspired action that you take is going to help bring about that positive change. And this also, especially for people who are struggling with your career or where to go next, this King of Autumn connecting with this tribe, it is on the way for you to find a new company to work for, a new team of people that are going to be more in alignment with yourself, that'll bring about that happiness, it'll bring about an increase in finances, but it is going to require work from you in the meantime. So let's pull some more cards. Actually, I'm going to pull from, these are the ones I wanted to pull. Okay, woo! Let's go with it. Let's take all of them. Pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. There's no reason to feel this envious, this jealousy, because you are already, wherever you're at in life, you are already worthy of success, of love. You're already good enough. even though you're not necessarily living the life you're wanting to imagine, it's important for you to be able to feel that pride, that self-worth now, and not wait and rely on how the future is going to unfold, because the most important moment is right now in the present. So it's important for you to love yourself now as you are and take pride in yourself regardless of what's to come. Next, we have loneliness. I know that I am never alone. Again, for those of you who feel like you haven't quite found your tribe yet, this message is a reassurance for you that you will find that tribe, and you never are really alone. You always have the divine, your guardian angels, your higher self, and I know that sometimes that doesn't feel like enough, but just know that it is meant for you to find your place in the world, to find that tribe of people. Empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. I feel like this connects with those of you that are maybe struggling with some of that envy and jealousy. It's important for you to be able to recognize, again, going back to that highlight reel metaphor, what you're seeing isn't always what is actually happening to that person. And so viewing that person as a whole individual and using empathy to recognize that they are a whole person with, having good days, bad days, feeling great and feeling not so great, it will help shift that perspective that they've just got this perfect life, when really they're living a very real human existence just like you are. And it might help shift some of that negative, jealous energy away. Forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of life. Okay, this is confirming for me that there are definitely some of you that are really struggling with this jealousy energy, and there's no shame in that. It's very much part of your human nature to feel that intensely, because especially, I'm also getting a specific message for at least one of you. For at least one of you, there's someone in your life, like a best friend, a sister, just someone that is in direct relation with you in some way. And you just feel like life hands them everything that they want, and they don't ever have to work for it. And you know what? That might be true, but that's their journey to live. That's not your journey to live. Your journey is right here, right now, your existence. And it's important for you to be able to view them as a whole person and say, I can acknowledge this person, and I do love this person, and yeah, I'm jealous. I want that kind of life where the universe just gives them what they want. And you can have that, but it's important to come at it with this open imagination, releasing this negative jealousy. It's important to use forgiveness and empathy and acknowledge that when you do put up energy of resentment, you're blocking the flow of the universe. And I know that there's some of you out there that are like, the worst people seem to get exactly what they want, and honestly, it's not for us to decide, you're taking on too much responsibility for someone else's life. There's too much focus, this indecision, there's too much focus outside of yourself instead of being able to look inward. You're not the ruler of the universe, and it's going to require you to just kind of detach from that and let go and be like, oh well, this worst person that I know is getting everything that they want, but I'm not in control of that, and I'm not going to let that resentment build to where then I'm blocking myself from receiving gifts from the universe. Someone that you consider to be a bad person, and I'm not saying that they're not, but you thinking that this bad person is just getting everything that they want, it's not really up to you. It's not your responsibility. And the sooner you're able to detach from that, it's going to flow so much better for you. Failure. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. So for some of you, this is very much about you feel like you've done this. You feel like you have done all this work, imagining this beautiful life, but you just keep coming to a dead end. And this is that reminder that any mistake is only an opportunity to learn. Somewhere along the way, there is something that still needs figuring out. Some type of karma is being worked out. It's not always something that is going to be easy. Obviously, it's the human existence, life here on Earth. But the world, the star, it's all on your side. It is working out in your favor. It's just not quite the right time yet. But love in all forms is on the horizon. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. So even when you feel like you have failed, you haven't. You are a child of the divine. You are a creation of the divine, and you are a being of love. And things are working out in your favor, even when it feels hard, even when it feels really tough. But I think it's important to remember to surrender into the moment, the present moment, right here, right now, being able to acknowledge the things in your life that you already have, the life you already are living. I'm also getting another message I feel like is for someone specifically, that there have been times where you have been doing this intensely, this imagining. Maybe you've done some scripting, or you've been doing other forms of in-depth imagination, and then time has passed and you've looked back on this and been like, I'm kind of glad it didn't work out exactly how I was imagining it to be. And so there's a lesson there too about divine timing and your divine plan. And sometimes we can't see things in the moment as they are. It doesn't mean that we shouldn't just let our imagination run wild and think of, feel into these experiences that we think we want, because ultimately we are opening ourselves up to new experiences and allowing the universe to kind of flow its magic. But it's important to know that it's important to allow that magic to flow. I don't know, that was just another side message for some of you specifically who have been like, I've done the scripting, or I've done the imagination, and I look back and I'm like, you know what, I'm glad I didn't get exactly what I wanted. But it doesn't mean that you shouldn't practice imagining how beautiful life can be. Okay, I'm seeing if there is one more card. Okay. Exchanging gifts. And you've got a beautiful ballerina and a kitty. Exchanging gifts. Everything that you are putting out, all of the good you're putting out into the world is finding its way back to you it's an exchange of energy. So the energy you put into bringing about the things that you want, the energy is going to come back into you. So I'm going to go back to this envy card. If you're putting out this jealous, envious energy, that's just going to come back to you. But if you're putting out this like indecisive, I don't really know what I want, you're going to get back, I don't really know what I want. So if you work on putting out the energy of how you want to feel or the things that you want to be doing, it's going to help bring that in faster for you. If you put out the energy of love, it's going to come back to you as an exchange of energy. Okay. I feel like the message is complete. Thank you so much for being here with me. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. I'm wishing you all of the best. Be safe, be well. I hope you find ways to enjoy your life. I will see you in my next video. Bye guys. Shine divine.